I'm going to share a secret with you that nobody else is going to tell you about on how to find properties that are grandfathered in with the HOA allowing for short-term rentals. So I've done some research, and there's a lot of pockets of properties in the Panhandle to where people want to snowbird there and get investment properties. But where do you find ones that will allow you to do short-term rentals without spending days and countless hours of trying to search the internet for this information? So I've got you covered. So one of the things that I looked for when we purchased our property to snowbird to Florida was finding a place that was just really allowing us to do a little bit of everything. If we wanted to do long-term, short-term, VRBO, short-term, as far as furnished finders, anything like that, basically running my business out of my property, I wanted the HOA to be okay with that. You do have to figure out which HOAs do grandfather those in. That way you're not purchasing the home and then finding out later that it's something that their HOA is going to be changing. So the particular property my husband and I found is grandfathered in, and that is one of the reasons why we chose to purchase there. I mean, we bought a brand new townhouse for $300,000 on the Sound in a very specific neighborhood that's walkable distance to a lot of things. So it allows people to be able to vacation there, but gives them the peace of mind that they can walk, they can travel, they can bike. Golf carting is a big part of the Panhandle community where people golf cart around as well. So these are some of the things that we did the research on to be able to find the property specific to our needs. The reason why we picked the Panhandle as well is there is up to 6 events per year, pretty big events out there that they do, from the Blue Angels to 4th of July to Memorial Weekend to holidays that they have that are considered high season events. So most people that I've talked to or have helped, they will rent their property out specifically for these 6 events and can collect 3 to 4 times the amount that they would normally charge. And that's paying for their mortgage for the remainder of the year. So they'll do furnished finders, short-term, long-term, or they'll even just vacation there a couple months out of the year and only really needing to rent out their property for these 6 specific events in the Panhandle. And again, it's covering their entire mortgage. So it's really just creating a great way of residual income for my clients, and so it's just a great opportunity out in the Panhandle. The average purchase price in the Panhandle area, if you're looking for a townhouse, I would say $300,000. You could get something decent for $300,000. If you're looking for something that has a little bit more ability for residual income, may come with more amenities, just depending on what you want. Right on the beach, beach access, walkable to the beach, that's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be $500,000 plus in that area. But you can still find little pockets that are walkable near, and you could get them for around $400,000. So it just depends on what your price point is. But that's the beauty of being out in the Panhandle. You can go from $300,000 up to $2 million if you wanted. So it's a price point that I think caters to so many people, whether they're working remote or they're just starting off or they're seasoned in this and for investment opportunities. I just think that the price point's out there. That's what drove us there, was the price point and the cost of living out there. I mean, the cost of living is about $54,000 a year is the average household income out there in that area. So, you're making $4,500 a month, and families are being able to afford the restaurants and all that. It's about 9% cheaper to do groceries and go out to eat and things like that. It's about 9% cheaper nationwide in Florida. So it's just more affordable in all areas. One of the reasons why we specifically picked our townhouse was having deferred maintenance. Being in Colorado and not having to worry about yard and upkeep and sprinkler systems and trash removal and all that, is that we have deferred maintenance at the townhouse that we're at. It's great that it does have a community pool. It does have a trash service. Things like that. Amenities were great, but when you're not physically there staying in that property, you want to know that it's being maintained. So having deferred maintenance versus a single family was what spoke to us, but just having that flexibility in that. But the price point itself, I mean, we bought a brand new townhouse. It's got hardwood floors, granite countertops, a little backyard. Again, it has a community pool. It's right on the Sound. It's walkable to restaurants, live music, grocery store. It's just conveniently located, but it's also nestled in the woods too. So you do have that seclusion feel that you have. It's still secluded. The price point there, I mean, it was $300,000 for brand new. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So it was a great place for us to start in a new market, in a new area, which then allows us to start there, but then build upon that, which our next venture will be a duplex where we will be able to rent both sides out and get residual income on both sides. So that's just a starter home for us. And then we're just gonna grow from there and then purchase our single family home. The leaves are falling and the weather's changing. So it's motivating us to even get another vacation rental out in Florida. So if you'd like some more information on where to find grandfathered properties, where HOAs allow you to do short-term rentals, call, text, or email, and I'm happy to give you some information on finding properties specific to that. Otherwise, stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to give you a step-by-step process and how to purchase your first vacation rental.